Okay, members and friends, hello. Here's the deal. So what I've been doing is this computer down here, I got rid of half of everything in it, so I freed up a lot of hard disk space or whatever it's called, and now I've been transferring videos from the camcord onto this computer because this other one's going back. So I did this last night. It's going to take me a while, and there's also another, I think, 18 more videos on this camcord. I only have 254 minutes left. So it would have taken another 4 hours to upload what I have on this camera onto this computer. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to turn this off and we're going to save that for a rainy day. Okay? And I just wanted to show you that, right? And then we're going to go on to this one here because this is getting near the end now. Let's look at the date. Okay. Can you see that? There we go. Right, March 6th, 2012. It's 3, almost 20 to 4 in the morning. I've been downstairs. I was downstairs today. So I got up here late. Plus I've been, doing some videos on the house. So I had to upload that, but it was in like another 4 hours, right? So anyway, this guy here, he's amazing. He really is. I'm just going to put him on for a second. With the headphones on the camcord. So kind of wiggling away here. Okay. I have to position my chair here. I balance this with one hand, and I try and use my right hand, and I try and use my knee to kind of prop this up here. I can't see though. Telling you, this guy's amazing. Guy's amazing. All right, now you got me. He's amazing. Talk about dubbing. Hey? So I put my my original background. The New Nations Unity should have a R on it, but you know, there's only so much I can do in a day. So this is nice too. I like the colors, right? I had a friend stop by and visit because yesterday I was doing the hello. So I haven't uploaded that yet. That will take me a few days. I was in the basement, so that's why I'm starting late, because I was cleaning all day today. And by the time I came and uploaded a couple of videos to free some space on here, it got late. So anyway, my channel's being shut off here in a couple of more days, in one more day. So I I thought I should, you know, not regret the fact that I did this. So there's my friend. I actually featured his page. So hopefully in the next week or two, I'll be able to get it up. And he'll come visit and he'll say, oh, ah, right? We're just going through it quickly here, right? Just kind of reviewing, just a little review, right? Just to see how nice it was. The person who designed this is a very good web designer. They did a very good job. It's really too bad that it's going off to the wayside. I think they need to come work for me. It might be a little volunteer work for a while though, you know, right? But this is definitely nice. It's going very smooth. Look at that. Check that out. Hey? Wow, that's pretty neat. And it's gonna go away. That's not so neat though, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. Right? I'm not very good with tables. I think there's a, you know, this up in here is tables. This stuff here, right? This stuff. You're working with tables. Tables is hard. Or not tables, sorry, frames. These are frames. This is a table. These are broken into tables, but then they put frames in. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. All right? Those are frames. And I'm not very good with frames. But I might have to learn, because it's definitely a good format, you know. Very smooth. It works very, very smooth. And what I've done here is I picked out a few pages here. We're right here right now. Here. That's where we're at. Whoops. Alright. Okay, I gotta use my eyes here. Hold on. Here's my mouse. This is my web page. So I can show you my web page. So this is what I'm gonna work on after they shut down my channel on YouTube. I'm kind of promoting them here, you know, right? So I don't know, right? So I think I need to bring in some frames or something in here. I'll bring in my own frames right in here, right? You know, I'm not very good though with HTML, so it might take me a little while. This is my bylaw page for my nonprofit. I made this web page. So, you know, it's not looking too bad right now. And this is my bylaws for my nonprofit. It took a long time to type it out. You know, I don't have everything typed out when it regards the nonprofit. But initially, you know, I did do the bylaws and the Constitution. And I have, like, the original, one of the very beginnings of, you know, the nonprofit writing, I guess you can say. All right, listed under the time capsule page. I got a ton more to do, but, you know, one day at a time, right? So I just didn't quit. And I do it, I do it the long way. You know, people think I'm crazy if you're, you know, where I want to show you something here. Here, this is important. This is what I go through for the nonprofit, right? I have to, there you go. I have to show this to you. See, I have to do it old school, right? I have to, you know, put my font in there, you know, right? My color or whatever, my size. And you gotta have the size there, because if you put it over there, it might not read, right? Blah, blah, blah. But in order for it to get lined up in here nicely, right, the way you want it, it takes time, right? See, you have to count. You have to count everything, right? So I'd sit and I'd count, right? And then, there it is, right? I'd have to add in my little dots. I'd black them out so they go in with the background. And then, of course, you know, I've already got my color up here for the font itself, right? So this will read as is, right? So, you know, that's like all the way through, right? Most people, they don't know that, though, right? Because they think, oh, you know, it's nothing, eh? So I don't know what it's going to be like for me to make frames. You know, if I got to do everything dot by dot. It's kind of funny, right? I think so. You know, I look back and I'm like, you did all that? That's amazing. You know, that's amazing, right? That's what public education does, you know, right? And just, you know, age, right? And determination, a lot of determination though, right? So I just wanted to show that to you. And it just keeps on going, right? And then I didn't quit, right? I actually got into some definitions down here. So, you know, because as I was doing this, I was learning, right? So I made sure I had a reference. And it came from an encyclopedia, right, from 1958. Actually, an Oxford International Dictionary, right? So I have to come back in here, though, and revise, because this one was done in 2010, but my email address has been, the company changed, you know, they dropped the iStar.ca, which is really too sad, but I had that for a long time, right? But anyway, I just wanted to show that to you. All right.